Your unwillingness to step outside your comfort zone is the reason you feel unsatisfied. That may sound surprising if this is your first time hearing anything like that, but it's true. The longer you stay in your comfort zone, the harder it is to leave. I'm not saying that you need to be a thrill seeker, but you do need to mix it up a bit. If you're feeling unhappy, unmotivated, unfulfilled, the lack of novelty could very well be why. I don't mean the cheap dopamine kind of novelty that doom scrolling social media brings. No, that will only make it worse. So if you're ready to get out of your own way, then keep on watching because I'm going to give you the real on how to stop holding yourself back. Hey, hi, hello, and welcome back for another video. I'm Jaden if you're new here, and if not, hey girl, it's good to see you again. On this channel, we talk about mindset, self-development, and how to become the best versions of ourselves from the inside out. So subscribe if you vibe, hit that like button and the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. And if you didn't know, I'm also a women's mindset and confidence coach. So if you are a wonderful woman out there looking for help on your level up journey, then you have come to the right place. If you go to my Stand store, which I will have linked in my description, then you can get any of my offerings, paid or free, as well as book a one-on-one coaching call with me. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So, your life has become as boring as a beige wall, and you don't know what to do to liven it up again. It can happen, it's easy to get into a rut, but let me ask you this. Name at least 2 mental or physical activities or interests that you had as a kid. Do you enjoy any of them now? If not, why? You may have become the boring adult that you used to avoid. And I understand how that could have crept up on you, the way our fun-sucking society is set up. But you have to take some initiative. Our brains are wired to keep us safe, not happy. So the more limited your focus is, the less likely you are to notice an opportunity even when it's right in front of you. And I've already made an entire video about this, so go check that out. I think it's called How Your Brain Holds You Back. I will link it in the description. But go watch that video after this one because it's pretty interesting. If you loved dancing as a kid, when is the last time that you put on some music and just moved with it? If you loved to paint, when was the last time you picked up a brush? You have to be so intentional about adding joy and whimsy to your life as an adult, or there will be none. As children, most of us had this sense of awe, of wonder of the world around us. We were curious about everything. Everything was new and vibrant, and we wanted to experience it all. But the older we get, the more we become programmed with societal norms and conditions, and we start to doubt ourselves because of what we were taught or what we experienced growing up, and taught to believe that what we want is unrealistic, unattainable, or won't keep you secure in life. And we lose some of that spark, some of that creativity, the imagination that we had. So getting stuck in your comfort zone is so normal for adults because we have just gone along with whatever we were told to do. And then one day you're like, why am I so bored, so unmotivated, so lethargic? It could be because you're not doing anything in your life that inspires you. I get that we all have to put food on the table, and not everyone is in a position to make money doing what they love. But how can you incorporate doing something you love into your daily life, or at least your weekly life? Like at least do something that brings you joy once a week. And bonus points if they don't have anything to do with a screen. We're so used to our devices now that we don't notice how much we're on them, myself included. I got back into reading and I love reading fiction. It can be a form of escapism, but I think we all need a little bit of that. And I also love to color in a coloring book. Yes, I'm not a kid, but I can still color. And if hearing me say that I like to color in a coloring book as an adult weirds you out a little, that's a great opportunity to do some inner work and some self-awareness and ask yourself, why are we conditioned to think that coloring books are only for kids? That that's childish if you do that as an adult. No, it can actually be pretty great for stress relief and to just be some kind of mindless activity that you do to de-stress. So challenge the status quo. This is why I romanticize my life, is to keep the magic alive. We really do have to do our own work to figure out what brings joy to our lives. It's different for everybody. For me, making a cup of coffee in the morning, it's not just something I do. I make it a ritual. And every time I sip it, I'm like, This is so good. This is exactly what I wanted this morning. It is hitting the spot. Find something to romanticize in your day. Start with one thing. And the more you do this, the easier it will be to look around you in your daily life and be like, oh my gosh, look at that butterfly. It's so cute. Or I can hear that bird chirping. I wonder what kind of bird it is. This is the kind of thing that I do in my daily life. Is every day going to be sunshine and rainbows? No. But the more you make this a practice, the more second nature it becomes. And then you're not just waking up and making your morning cup of coffee because you're so tired and you have to go to this stupid job. Instead, it becomes a mindfulness practice that you can do every morning where, let's say, you make your morning cup of coffee before you go to a job that maybe you hate, but you pour so much love and attention into that cup of coffee and you enjoy every sip of it. And then that makes you think of something you're grateful for or a few things. And that is a way that you can add positivity to your day and put yourself at a higher vibration before you go into that possibly lower vibrational space like your job. So, what's just a cup of coffee for someone else is a sacred morning ritual for me. What's just a walk to get some quick exercise is a chance for me to soak in some sunlight, listen to the birds, see the butterflies, a chance for me to enjoy my life out in nature. So, if you are tired of the mundane, then you have to be the magic. No one else can do that for you. No family member, friend, lover, partner can be the joy that you're missing because that is an internal journey. People are imperfect. No one can be your everything. And if you are placing that kind of pressure on someone else, you're only doing a disservice to yourself and your relationship because you're just going to be disappointed. And disappointments happen. But don't put all your eggs in someone else's basket. Put them in your own. That way, if there comes a time where you have to make a decision between someone else and yourself, you'll know how to choose yourself because you haven't been neglecting yourself for the entire duration of this relationship. Being codependent is a choice. And honestly, I could go off on a whole nother tangent on that. So I think I'll just pack it away and make that another video because we have a lot to unpack with relationships and codependency and just it's something that I think is important and that needs to be discussed because there is all kinds of inner work we can do on our own solo. But there is so much more work to be done when you have a very close relationship with someone else and spend a lot of time with them, whether it is platonic or romantic. So, anytime there is another person or more people involved, that is a double, triple dose of inner work that you can do because as we're living our lives, people trigger us and we have to figure out how to heal and how to, first of all, become aware that we're triggered and then have the self awareness to do the inner work to figure out, okay, why did that trigger me? What is this trigger trying to tell me, to teach me, trying to get me to heal within myself? And you can do that on your own. You can also do that with a therapist. You can do that with family, friends, a partner. And if there's someone who is safe to be around and safe to express your emotions to, then you guys should be able to work through that pretty easily. But you both have to be willing to do the work. So apparently I went on a tangent anyway, but yeah, we will definitely be touching on that in another video. So yeah, pick one thing you can do today or sometime this week to get you outside of your comfort zone and into a new setting where you have to tap into a new part of yourself. It could be saying hello to a stranger, smiling at them. It could be saying no to someone without explaining yourself. It could be singing one of your favorite songs loud and proud without judging how you sound and whether or not you hit every note. It could be pressing record on a camera and speaking for 5 minutes to grow that skill. It could be pitching yourself to a brand that you really want to work with. Or it could even be something as small and as intimate but intense as saying 5 positive, kind things that you love about yourself in the mirror while you look yourself in the eye and look at your body. And if you haven't ever done that, I might want you to start there. Don't give up on that list until you come up with 5. Don't sell yourself short and be like, well, I can only think of 3. I don't want to hear it. No excuses. And for those of you who do the homework, come back to this video and let me know what you did, what spoke to you. It doesn't matter what it is that feels right for you to do, but do something. It doesn't have to be anything I've named, but do something. Do anything but exactly what you've been doing. We are meant to evolve, learn, grow, to challenge ourselves, our friends, family, partners, the status quo. If you have found yourself with your head down, blindly following what everyone tells you to do for most or all of your life, then I hope this video can be a wake-up call for you to pick your head up, open your eyes, ask questions. It's okay to do that. I know that we're conditioned to be good little followers, but eventually you need to wake up and ask yourself, who are you following and where are they leading you? And if you don't know, or if you don't like the answer, you have to do something about that. There are no rules to life except those we have accepted. If you want to be, do, or have more, you can. And I love this quote from one of my favorite YouTubers, Alexis. It's only delusional until it's done. And if you are one of those good girls, those nice girls, the people pleasers who is always worried about what someone else thinks or how they're viewing you, my course on dark feminine energy called Dark and Divine will really help you break down the barriers of who you thought you were supposed to be that is draining you in every way possible. Because putting everyone else above yourself is actually disservice to yourself, and you actually cannot show up for the people you love in the way that you might want to because you're so depleted from pouring into everyone else. So if that sounds like you, if that resonates, go check out my course, Dark and Divine, or book a one-on-one call with me, or even just get my ebook. Go ahead and hit the like button, leave a comment down below your favorite part of the video or what you're going to try to get out of your comfort zone, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you like the vibe over here, I would love for you to join me. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that it has helped you in some way. And if you want to keep hanging out, YouTube thinks that you'll like this video next, so go ahead and watch that one. I love you so much. I will see you in the next video. Bye.